Hi guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a Divine Feminine Twin Flame read for you. Not a real long one tonight. It's getting late for me. And I will pull some oracle cards at the end, but no sand art today, okay? So I'm going to get right into it. It's still January 7th, 2019. And I had said in the masculine read that I did for today, I went to sleep last night with Light Stars 2019 Hilarion predictions. So it was very relaxing and helpful for me when I was falling asleep last night, and I did good. I was definitely asleep by midnight, and I slept till 11 a.m. this morning. So it was I was just wiped yesterday. I guess I did too much, but I haven't slept more than 8 hours in a long time. So 11 hours, and I remembered like 4 dreams this morning too. So it was pretty crazy. There's definitely everyone I talk to is like just really tired, exhausted, and a lot of illness is going around. 111. So 7 is the Chariot, and the day adds up to 20, which is the Judgment. So it's very powerful energies there, right? And actually the read that I did for the feminine yesterday had 7, was it? Yes, I think so. Had like 7 major arcana, which is a lot. So probably the reason why we're tired, all these energies coming in, is that they're doing some kind of extra work on us right now. Today I have 4 more major arcana, but the card after the read is also major arcana. So we have the Emperor. It's all Sirian Star Seed deck is the main deck as usual. It was done at 7:44 to 45 p.m. tonight. The major arcana were the Emperor, which is reason in this deck, guidance, which is the Hierophant, shadow, which is the devil, karma, which is judgment, and abundance was the after the read card, which is the Empress. So the Emperor and the Emperor were both represented here. And then the only court card was the King of Swords, which was very interesting because it comes up as how the Divine Feminine sees herself. And the masculine also had King of Swords in that space today. So he's definitely coming through into your energy today because you're feeling his energy mostly. I have 1 wand, 3 cups, 2 pentacles, and 1 sword. So mostly cups, but well distributed. And the numbers that came up for the Divine Feminine were a lot of numbers. So 9784, 2, 35, 9794, 38, 78, 13, 21, and 2345. So that sequence. It was all about creativity and also completion, but primarily about creativity, the code today. So about co-creation, okay? In the masculine read, the 3 of Pentacles came up again. It came up yesterday as well. So it's so important for us to go from the learning cycle to the doing cycle, okay, of co-creating. The coding came up as information. Oh, this was important too. As soon as I put down the 1 card, I saw that 2 cards were there instead of 1, so I pulled out the one below, and it was the Tower energy and the underlying energy, but just the T was showing, and then I was getting tick, like time bomb, and then tick, 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 tick. So this is for the feminine. So that's one of the energies coming through in the coding. Tick, tick, tock. The Hermit, or the Wise One's family, forgot 2 reasons why the wounded warrior is creative in the first place. So that was one of the messages. But again, it's all about this creativity, and so many numbers would come up. So stuff in the codes came up, the online stuff came up about that too. Also, I was getting that the Queen of Cups is complicated, and tick, 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 the Hermit's family. It could be that they forgot, or also God was coming up here. So there's also a family who's like all about God. They may be very religious, and trying to reason why the wounded warrior is into this kind of creativity. Also, completion, like I said, was coming up. So why they want to complete a cycle with the family. Also, maybe 9 out of 10 of the family are for God or religious. Or actually 4G was coming up too, because there was talk about the towers that the 5G is too much. It's not good for us, so that we may be pulling back on those energies. Also, judgment of 9, or the collective consciousness. The divine feminine inside the divine masculine makes a bold move to the emperor or God to reason. That 3 expands, like you need a third to expand. So there's definitely energy about on the masculine side, him trying to reason with someone in his family to get the divine masculine in. And as I get into the read, there's third-party situation coming up, but it's not about the divine feminine being a third party. It's about the masculine with another masculine third party, like interfering, like a father or a boss or someone he knows, okay? So I don't want you to jump to conclusions when I'm not getting that. It's coming up as third-party heartbreak for the feminine. I was getting third-party interference from another masculine, okay? It could even be the masculine on your side. It could be your karmic masculine interfering, but I was getting an emperor, so it could be a father, father-in-law, boss type person as well. The codes that came up online, this first one was, I loved it. It came up Sandra Cisneros, and it was called 11, and it was from genius.com. And it said, what they don't tell you about birthdays. When you're 11, and this is like talking from an 11-year-old's perspective, when you're 11, you're also 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. You open your eyes, and everything is just like yesterday, only it's today. But you still feel 10, and you are. Underneath the year that makes you 11. Like an onion or like an old tree with the rings inside. You don't feel 11, not right away. It takes a few days, weeks even, sometimes months before you stay 11, or you say 11 when they ask, and you don't feel smart 11 until you're almost 12, okay? So it was perfect for the twins, making you understand all the rings that are part of you, what make you who you are right now. All of those rings from each year of your life are still part of you. That's what makes you you today. So, and it was so cute in the article about the child talking about how, yeah, I told my mom it's okay for you to cry. You're just being 3 today. And it was perfect. So take that as you will. The second online thing that came up was autogram from Wiki. And it was a right-hand sentence that contains 4 A's, 1 B, 3 C's, 3 D's, 39 E's, 10 F's, 1 G, 8 H's, 8 I's, 1 J, 1 K, 4 L's, 1 M, 23 N's, 15 O's, I think that was 1 P, 1 Q, 9 R's, 23 S's, 21 T's, 4 U's, 7 V's, 5 W's, 2 X's, 5 Y's, and 1 Z. So I don't know why that came up, but there you go. Let me know if that resonates with anyone. The next one that came up was Notorious, B-I-G. Okay, so Notorious Big. And it was, the title was just 10 Crack Commandments, and then lyrics. So you can look up those lyrics if you want to read them. That was from azlyrics.com. And then something else from Wiki came up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I caught a hare alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I let him go again. Okay. Another heading was 358.com. That was the name of the site, 538.com. And that's stories with numbers, but they're political, sports, and lots of different stories like that. But they're all like, they revolve around the use of numbers. Quizlet came up as well for standard form flashcards, and 2 huge numbers came up. One was 272,900,012, 522, and the second one was 123,456,780. Okay, and then another title just came up listing all the numbers 1 through 13 on YouTube, and it said, "Do you have any firearms?" And the person says, "I don't answer questions." And it was about oath violations. When you think you can drive, and then this happens. So somebody might be dealing with some car accidents or getting arrested, pulled over for drinking and driving. The other heading that came up was fun with number words, abcteach.com. So that might be great for your kids. If they're struggling with math, it might be a great way for them to learn. And it was 1010, which has been a common theme coming up on a regular basis. So we get into the read. Numbers 39 and 27 came up. 39 is the Knight of Cups. 27 is the Ace of Wands. Okay, so an offer of love and new passion. So rising up above the two flames, the divine feminine inside the divine masculine, which is perfect to start out this way because I hadn't even realized that the King of Swords was in the same place as the masculine King of Swords. So the divine feminine inside the masculine definitely hooked up today with that 27 passion, the Ace of Flames. The wounded warrior is a ticking time bomb, pretending to be okay and rising above the fray. The Knight of Pentacles offers help to the Queen of Swords openly in 5D, but she wants 5G. Bleeding out as chariot roughshods over me, or someone's dying and someone drives over quickly to see. The gate is wide open, someone down for the count, requiring emergency services or ambulance. The prisoner is present. The prisoner is present, or presently, the King of Swords, trampling the dead and now grieving. Okay, so whoever he roughshod over or trampled on, he's now grieving over that. Transformation of the Ice King, King of Swords. And then worth waiting for came up as the underlying energy, as well as children behind that. Okay, so children may be behind all this. The children card is always about that children are affecting your love life. It's not about telling you to focus on your children. It's saying children are affecting your love life. Love yourself first. Romantic death is lurking, out in the windy open, walking a very fine line, might step off a cliff. The Knight of Pentacles offers something healthy, taking a leap to death with all those candy and sweets. Soles of the feet need padding, and only one treat. Presently thinking the only way out is death, or the twin flame sudden transformation, a friend may come by and offer some help. Like I said, a rescue may be necessary here, or it may be thought that it is needed. So intuition comes up also as the underlying energy, or no, as the energy. Intuition came up for the masculine as well. Effort, this is underlying energy for the feminine. Effort was beneath, so make an effort and then use your intuition. The devil comes calling. Her name is Red, taking down for her man, who's scared of her. Angry and frustrated and dealing with lack, or a mother who's pushing her to do something whack, or a mother who's passed. All right, so there's the Empress was reversed energy in this read, and then the Queen of Wands was upright, but it looks like she might be doing something she feels justified in doing, and she's coming up with all this red hot like craziness, okay? But she might be spurred on by an Empress reversed who's pushing her to do something, okay? So just keep that in mind. So there's a lot of fire around the Queen of Wands. The Divine Masculine is hiding, a little despondent. A devil in mourning may issue a warning, or the Divine Masculine rises to the calling. The devil made me do it, but here's a pair instead. Recently, no peace in committed world, divorce or injustice, but the young at heart are inspired by it all. Learning to temper your flames, rise above drama, and ask for some guidance. The foundation is about work, or working on details, at 28, and 28 is all about the Two of Wands, or the twin flames. Also happens to be my address. So the King of Cups reversed is detached in this energy about the working. King of Cups reversed is detached, like a dysfunctional family, or manipulating due to a financial loss, dumping a partner, or overwhelmed when eyes met. So there's two different situations, either dumping a partner and they're dealing with that situation now, or they're actually coming back with their twin and overwhelmed when they haven't seen each other in a long time. All of a sudden their eyes meet again, okay? So centrally it's love. We have the Two of Cups here. That's definitely romantic energy. Holding back passion in marriage. After the Queen of Swords reverse not talking and Knight of Pentacles reverse has not been seen, the Knight of Cups comes forward to offer a dream. Both obsessed and psychic, and what a surprise. The challenge for the Divine Feminine is the Emperor, suddenly out of his mind, broken-hearted and putting his sword down, all for the Queen of Pentacles. Now the shadow leads in a decision to dump love that's just not there, or someone who's always out drinking and sometimes vomiting. Better to be alone than uncomfortable, or better to be alone and comfortable than with the devil who's addicted and codependent and not responsible. Obsessed High Priestess, shocked to find out the Divine Masculine got justice or divorce and expressing his feelings of true love or new love. The Queen of Cups, she comforts like the Queen of Cups and is sexy like the Queen of Wands. His destiny, they get their wish as the truth comes out. The Queen of Swords is surprised, makes a bold move to exit left, bored of being strong, which also could be a Leo energy. The truth is the King of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. Soon, Three of Cups, new passion at eclipse. Lover's happiness present, walking away from a workplace or partnership, now single and split. The Divine Feminine is the King of Swords today, which was also the Divine Masculine. So she's feeling his energy coming through as depressed, but psychic and secret High Priestess, giving up the battle and mastering his thoughts. She's feeling her masculine strong and frustrated and blocked. Religious factors comes up here, past life relationship, reconciliation and wedding, and past life relationship, reconciliation, wedding also came up for the masculine. Okay, they just didn't get as many cards as you did, but they got those three. So you got the same cards as the masculine. So reconciliation and wedding, reconciliation could definitely be the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, but it doesn't have to be. And the wedding doesn't have to be a wedding. I mean, it's about that this situation involves marriage. So whether you're still married, he's still married, you're getting married, it's just revolves around marriage. So Leo may be sexually frustrated, no message from an Emperor, or the Emperor is stalking, knowing it's worth waiting for. Around the Divine Feminine, or as she is seen, wishing on a star as the Hermit recovers to shed light on the Empress reverse in lack, because the Emperor is whack. Clear blocks of abandonment and out of control and working with the devil, too many options or a superficial life, being foolish and having little faith and crying and suffering due to passion at night. So all the stuff for the feminine to work, still continue working on clearing. Okay, so abandonment may be coming up again. You may be thinking that, but it's the eclipse. So anything you think right now, don't feed into it, okay, because it may be deceiving. Completion, like I said, and creativity came up for the feminine. And even more importantly, relationship change. So if you're still in a relationship, that's got to go. The Queen of Pentacles aligns her back with the Tower. Rapunzel finds a way out. Judgment, karma, a truth of an arrest or rehab, full exposure of need for money or opportunity or invitation. Lover's truth, Queen of Wands and King of Wands and Queen of Pentacles, new passion at the eclipse, moon. Kids back to school, may need money for kids' education. The Empress barely keeping her head above water, but over the worst and manifesting powerfully. Letting go of lover or need for affection, spending on separation to pay out and stand up to the King of Wands, who's now on top. Rising up at work, the King of Swords wishing and following North Node, committed to guidance and to connection, but the Emperor third party feels left out in the cold, detoxing karma of the Empress, who's powerful now. So the Emperor and the Empress came up here, but you also have the King of Wands and the King of Swords. So they could definitely represent the Divine Masculine and the karma, the karmic. So it depends on your situation. So you need to, but the King of Wands is coming out here as feeling like he's on top. The King of Swords is feeling depressed. Definitely could be your divine masculine. And this, although the Emperor could be the King of Wands, it also could be that King of Cups that keeps coming up as the Emperor and the Empress, since parents keep coming up as Emperor and Empress of the masculine, or the karmic parents. And the Empress is definitely out of whack here. She's like out of control. She might even be the Queen of Wands in certain situations, because she thinks she's acting crazy because the Emperor's acting. She thinks he's acting crazy. So she's like, if she's the Queen of Wands, she's definitely way out of control, like crazy. So it could definitely be a karmic fighting the masculine, like physically, like coming out like that, or approaching the divine feminine. So just you know, be aware of that. Or it could be a mother, like definitely a situation between parents of the divine masculine, or the in-laws, or your parents in your life as well, who may be fighting or divorcing or whatever. Okay. So I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you. Take a deep breath, guys. I've been definitely feeling a lot of chest pain, you know, definitely like you feel like you're going to have a heart attack. I was definitely getting that all day today. And yesterday too. It was very stressful energies yesterday and today. Although I was doing a lot, I was able to function. I'm feeling a lot of heart expansion, okay? Another deep breath. Alright. So since Hilarion came up for me last night, we're going to ask Hilarion for the advice today. It is January 7th, soon to be the 8th of 2019, and for everybody watching, the best and highest good of all those concerned. Hilarion, please give us your advice. What do we need to know? Okay. We have the Cosmic Heart at the bottom of the deck, which is number 9. So 9 definitely came up in the codes today. 9 is the collective consciousness. It's also the Hermit, the wise one. Okay. And I always see the collective consciousness as the wise one, even if it is coming through as 9. Okay, it's the collective consciousness. The Cosmic Heart, the affirmation for that is, I am the Cosmic Heart. This card invites you to open your heart fully to attune into the love radiating from Venus, which is the heart center of the universe. Okay, so we're focused on the heart today. Pure unconditional love is held at Venus in the 9th dimensional frequencies. Okay, we have the 9 and Venus, a higher frequency than we can currently access, so it's stressful on us. Okay, the angels are suggesting that you find time today to call on Mother Mary or the unicorns. With their help, you can step down this powerful but gentle love to a level that you can handle and bring it into your heart center. So breathe in the love from the Cosmic Heart and radiate it outward to everyone today. Archangel Retreats came up as the first card out, which is number 50. That's the 10 of Cups. All right, which is complete emotional fulfillment in a family way. And that's that 5 of expansion energy, but backed up by Source. One of the most effective ways to accelerate your ascension is to visit Archangel Retreats during your sleep. Helps to know where the retreat is, but it's not essential. During the day, think and talk about the Archangel whom you wish to visit. Breathe in his energy to prepare for your journey. And when you are ready, ask to be taken to his retreat. Your Archangel will unfold you and help you with whatever you need most. Your guidance is to receive for yourself and ask for the light to help you to serve the world. And the affirmation is, I visit Archangel, whomever, in my sleep tonight. Okay, so Archangels, like I said, you might want to try that. The video wasn't a meditation video. It was just about the 19 forecast, but she has such a soft voice, and she was channeling Hilarion. So I was listening to the information she was giving, but as I fell asleep, it was very comforting, and I slept like a log. So I don't know if it was because of that or because what I ate yesterday. Things were slightly different because I ran out of a few things that I normally eat every day. So try it if you'd like. The other card that kind of came out is Lemurian Healing, which is 24, which is that Queen of Wands, okay? 24-6. So 6 is of love, family, and community. 4 is of stability on the inside, very stable and structured on the inside, but then more feminine and soft on the outside. Lemurians were 5th dimensional, androgynous beings who loved and wanted to heal the earth. They drew the love of God through the cosmic heart into this planet. So I love this, because the cards, not all the cards talk about the same stuff. So we had the cosmic heart, and now the Lemurian Healing card is talking about the cosmic heart. Alright, so Lemurians gather the divine qualities from our energy fields and that of other stars, adding this to pure source light in order to form healing crystals to help us through transition to the new golden age. The Lemurians then placed these healing crystals in the earth to light up the ley lines. Even now, when two or more gather with humility to focus on these crystals, powerful healing takes place. And the affirmation is, I ascend Lemurian healing to earth. Okay, so use your crystals that you resonate with. And this is what, I always forget what it's called, celestite. This one is really good for the third eye. I brought it up the other day too. It's very blue. It's like ice blue. It's supposed to help your third eye. Okay. We have the past life deck. I'm going to take another deep breath. All right, Hilarion. Okay, what do we need to know? It's January 7th going into the 8th of 2019 for everyone watching and the best and highest good of all those concerned. Hilarion, what do we need to know? This card comes out so much. Angels is the, I was just getting angels in the outfield. Angels is the bottom of the deck. Okay. So that's perfect though, angels in the outfield. If you don't call them in, they can't help you. So that's probably what the baseball players in the outfield would tell the inside players. Also, the communal living is right underneath the angels. And it's like, just like getting, if you don't come out of your hole, nobody can help you either, okay? So if you stay as a hermit, no one knows you're there. So how can they help you? So the angels were basically saying the same type of thing. We're here, but you have to tell us to come in and help you. So two cards came out, and then kind of a third card, so I'll show you that one too. But leaving or travel and mother came up. Okay. And then the third I'm going to show you, since it came out too, is probably like a sidebar explanation, karmic relationship. So this definitely coincides with the read. Okay, so if you have the Divine Masculine and is karmic, and then you have the mother interfering, the Empress reversed, because she, you know, she's shown here as when they were little kids. You know, this is the person who took care of me and read to me. But now she's interfering. She's still trying to control your life. And I was basically just getting now, tell your mother to pack a bag and go. Okay? Or there is a mother who wants to pack and go and is leaving and taking the kids with her. Okay, so there's a couple different scenarios here. Could be the Divine Masculine's mother energy coming through, as well as the Divine Feminine's mother energy coming through, but also could be the karmic with the kids and packing the masculine's bag, telling him to leave, or she's just leaving and taking the kids with her. Again, Egypt and Atlantis energies are coming through here with the suitcase and this train track. I was just getting to, like, you can stay in your own lane. Here's your suitcase. You stay over there, and I'll stay over here in this lane. Okay, but it's definitely mother energies coming through. Yeah, that two lanes can ride side by side. They don't have to be on the same track. That's what the switching lanes on the train tracks are for, so you can bring the kids back and forth. That's kind of what I was just getting. But this has to do with the karmic relationship, not the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Okay, and then for Journey of Love, let's see what we have. Take another deep breath. Journey of Love, January 7th, going into the 8th, 2019, for everyone watching and the best and highest good of all those concerned. What is it that we need to know? What is it that we need to know? Okay. We have at the bottom simplicity, number 4, which is the Emperor, which definitely came up in the read today. All right, which is very simple. It's black and white. Okay. Number 4, the Emperor. Keep it simple. The guy, he's logical, black and white. There doesn't have to be emotions involved with it. The cards that came out were number 1 was 66, coming together. Okay, so this is a 3 energy. And last time I looked at this, I was getting like the muscles coming out from the spine are inflamed. And I'm getting above the wings. But it could be hip related as well, depending on who it is. 66 is the Queen of Pentacles. So it might have to do with the Divine Feminine. She may be having inflammation in her muscles or her hips or wings is what I'm getting specifically. Okay, around the bones, around the joints, because there's 2 bones together. All right, so joints with it, whether it's your shoulder and wing joints or your hip joints, that's mostly what I'm getting. And we'll read that one. Also, number 2 came out. Within nothing, there's everything. And this looks like an ultrasound to me. It's also like the pineal gland, like an eye, an eyeball. But it's also about what happens beneath the surface. What's happening beneath the surface that you're not aware of. And this didn't come out right away, but then I was guided to let it come out for some reason, the Temple. The Temple's 59, and 59 is that 5 of Swords, the brain wars in your head, which the masculine is very much feeling these days, and so the Divine Femme is going to feel it too. It's going back and forth between you. That's the Temple, sharing your energies for good or for bad, for good or for worse. But this is the 5 of Swords, right? So be careful about staying in your head. Make sure to pull it back down to your heart space. So I'm not going to read that one, but I'm going to read Coming Together and number 2. So we're going to do 2 first. All right. Number 2, within nothing there is everything. From a point of stillness, a moment, a complete universe is opening up to you, endlessly expanding. Your every thought and intention sends ripples of consciousness through the universe. What a creative being you are. You're sending consciousness into motion, bringing your creation into being with every inner desire, with every whispered wish. The universe receives your yearning and aspirations with open arms, returning them to you as manifestation in your life. What is really in your heart? Open your arms, sigh, speak your truth aloud to the loving universe and receive it as your destiny manifesting now. This oracle brings a message to you. Something that you want is on its way to you. It may seem to be coming out of nowhere. No sign on the horizon to give you hope, yet it is coming to you anyway. It is spiritual law that you cannot be denied the manifestation of your heart's desire. Trust and remain open to the tide of the universe love, the universal love, rushing toward you, swelling within you now. And swelling, so there may be indeed swelling, okay? The wind moves gently through trees, quiet water flows. Life's song calls softly. And then we have 66. Coming together. You and another soul are coming into each other's worlds. It is a karmic destiny that is unfolding, an expression of a divine plan set in motion many lifetimes ago. That destiny may have a romantic purpose, it may have a sacredness that is sexual, it may have a sacredness that is creative, tender, about learning self-esteem or courage. It may bring a gift of enduring friendship and loyalty, or be an expression of a passing flash of divine force that shakes your foundations and helps you move out of a situation which would have consumed your light with tediousness and playing small. The coming together is happening, however. No, it is of love. This oracle brings guidance. You're going to be moved by love. Whether it's long-term or fast and furious, it is love and it has meaning. Let it be what it is and do not try to force it to become what you think it must be. It has worth, as do you. Enjoy the experience and know it serves your growth. And the poem simply states, 2 energy patterns came together. and shared frequency in a field of possibilities. And there was resonance. Okay, so perfect. So that's pretty self-explanatory. All right, don't look for an outcome or an agenda. Just enjoy it as it comes to you. Okay, I'm going to play one more card. I have the my first deck is the old-fashioned Rider-Waite. This one's very old. Take another deep breath. Clear and align. Clear and align. Clear and align. Okay, so Larry, on one last energy for us. It's January 7th to 8th, 2019. For everyone watching, for the highest and best, for all of those concerned. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? The bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands, so, and she's up right here again. We have the Ace of we have the Queen of Wands on the bottom, and then we have the Ace of Wands reversed beneath her. Okay, so she's upright, so she feels justified, but she's got the Ace of Wands reversed, which means she's very frustrated, which could mean anger. All right, and behind that has to do with, you know, commitment, a third party through work, and the High Priestess. Okay. And the Three of Cups reversed is just behind that. So it's definitely about you as the Divine Feminine. The Queen of Wands is coming up here. Alright, these cards came out first together. We have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. We have the Ten of Cups reversed and the Death card. Alright. So this is someone no longer waiting to end a family cycle. Alright, this is completion. We got the Ten of Cups reversed, which is like, it's done. It's dead. Okay, so the masculine's no longer waiting. He's now implementing a new cycle. That's pretty clear. And then, oh, I thought there was just one card. There's two. Oh, perfect. So there's your masculine. Moving forward and staying present. There may be an offer coming. But very practical. And it's the Knight of Pentacles. He's very slow and sure-footed, but he always succeeds. Okay, it's like the turtle always wins the race. That's the energy coming up. So really beautiful there for you. Okay. Take care, you guys. Make sure you get your rest and drink your water. Okay. Eat healthily. I can't talk still. And rise and be loved. Oh, I gotta show you the complete read so you see it. Yeah, okay, so here's the complete read for you guys. You have the more simplified one on the icon there. Alright, so, whoop, let me get this. There we go. Okay. Alright, it was just 38.38 for the Queen of Cups times 2. Rise and be loved.